most modern day diets is the lack of balance. I'm not talking about the balance of junk food and just like having calorie surplus deficit and bulking or shredding and etc. What I've found is you want to be consuming whole foods, complex carbohydrates, fruits and vegetables, and just some organic sources of protein. And having diversity, which are rich in nutrients, minerals, vitamins, and proteins, and just aims to improve cognition, physical performance, which includes your muscles, bones, organs, joints, and just promoting longevity. There's a very common saying which goes, too much of anything is poison, and it actually does become poison. And so only just having too much protein, which most people just do majority of the time, it's the mistake I did, was a lot of stress on your kidneys and livers, especially if you lack fiber in your diet. It's important that you have also whole foods with a lot of fiber, and not just it mainly being sourced from supplements and powders and just juices, but from organic foods. I'm not talking about ones where the back of the ingredients sound like some Pokemon name, which explains why some of these high protein foods or healthy snacks, which are so low in fat or something, taste so good, because they just are rich in just unhealthy sugars, fructose, sodium, and fats, and etc., which are just linked to reducing your cognitive ability and a lot of other parts as well, especially your joints, inflammation. And so you might find that these days you have this sluggish feeling and miserable, bloated feeling as well, with increased stress and anxiety, because there's also some sort of imbalance in your gut bacteria. People neglect the gut so much, and it's such an underrated organ. It's one of the most important. It's like a second brain. There's a study by Foster and McVeigh-Neufeld in 2013 where they found that the gut microbiome has a direct link to your mental health, and specifically with anxiety and trauma related disorders, and that the gut bacteria such as lactic acid bacteria or bifidobacterium were found to have a positive influence on the brain function and also emotional well-being, reducing both anxiety and stress. So it actually acts as like an emotional stability, and you can actually improve a lot of your gut bacteria by having more fermented types of food, such as yogurt, obviously with low sugars and etc., and kefir and kimchi, because these good bacteria actually help balance your stress levels and maintain emotional stability. Whereas when you have junk food a lot of the time, it actually kills these good bacteria, introduces bad bacteria, which just makes you feel more sluggish and bloated and horrible mentally especially. So when you feel stress and anxiety and there's no symptoms or traumas or anything related, it might not just be because of disorders or something that people might label you as. It might be just the foods and stuff you provide inside of your body that you consume that are bad for your gut. But obviously it varies from person to person. You should always check up with your doctors and what you see in your blood work and everything. But yeah, or really prioritize on the gut as well. A lot of people leave this out of their diet. And if you have brain fog to your diet, then you first need to actually start incorporating cognitive-based foods. But obviously this varies person to person, but omega-3 fatty acids are also very essential for this and have neurotransmission development, and also help for joints. Most commonly, it was found through a lot of Mediterranean types of diets, which contain legumes, fish, and healthy fats basically. That can be in salmon, olive oil, walnuts, flax seeds, dark chocolate, and chia seeds that improve cognitive ability and function, memory, and mood. And there's also something known as lion's mane mushrooms, I think. Obviously do more research on that. But also having fruits and foods that contain rich in antioxidants are also good, as it provides oxidative stress and inflammation that are mainly found from berries, green leafy vegetables, and whole grains such as quinoa, rice, oats, legumes or beans, lentils, chickpeas, and nuts. And also there's lean meats that have it as well, like turkey, chicken, and contain B vitamins that are B6 and B12, and there's also eggs as well. And that plays a critical role in brain function and production of neurotransmitters. So ultimately, you don't want a diet that just focuses on just muscles, because a lot of time people just look at that, but then they get brain fog, they get poor anxiety, stress levels go off the roof, and etc., which also actually ends up reducing your performance in a lot of other aspects of your life.